Alrighty, what's up everybody, Peter Gilmore here, one more time, for another video, even though I'm on break, but still, another video right here on Metal God 669. And as always, thank you for watching the video. Make sure you like the video and hit that subscribe button down below on this video and all my other videos, which are on my channels. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and on my other 4 main channels, which are in my pants, down below in the description box. Friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share this video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell, treat it like it's your bitch. And turn on all notifications so you never ever miss an upload. And you don't miss a beat. And that's all I gotta say about that. Because if you do miss out, well, you miss out. And that's all I gotta say about that. And you won't get the best content on my channels and on YouTube. But it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this pretty damn cold, well, not too cold, but cold Saturday evening, almost Saturday night, January the 8th, 2022, right here on the Metal God channel. I am your host, Peter Gilmore, as I said before. So, hope you're having a great start to your weekend, unless you're in the Northeast and it's cold as fuck. It was very 20, about 30 degrees, 29 now. It's supposed to warm up a little bit overnight, and then tomorrow is supposed to rain. It's going to be like 42 degrees. So some of the snow that we got, not much, but it's going to hopefully melt throughout most of the day, and then it's going to refreeze at night. And then by freaking Tuesday, it's going to be 19 degrees in the Northeast. Thankfully, we're not getting snow, but it's going to be really, really, really cold. And who has to go out in it? That guy. That guy. I have to do some errands that day. But that's after I work. But it is what it is. Blah, blah, blah. It's going to be really cold. Winter is, well, officially here. You know, right as soon as the ball dropped, so did those 60-degree temperatures we had during New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And then, down the drain it went. Then we got a couple inches of snow. And probably got about, rest of this month and February and probably most of March. So we got about, I would say, two plus months left of winter before, spring officially starts at the end of March. So hopefully we'll get better and not too much snow. Might get more snow on Friday, but motherfucking Friday. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I think the temperatures will be a little bit warmer than was last on Thursday night, and yesterday morning. And it was really kind of coldish. So, but if you live in Baltimore or southern New Jersey, you got fucked. Well, especially down in Washington D.C. area, they got a blizzard. About, supposedly 3 feet of snow. But lucky, sucks to be you, but lucky to be us. But we got a long way to go, like I said. And if you live in Rhode Island and Connecticut and Boston, you got fucked too. So, but it is what it is. So we'll see what happens with that. So hope you're having a great weekend. First official weekend of 2022. We got Battle of the Belts coming up in about 20 minutes on TNT. The first of the 4 major shows they're going to do this year on TNT. Had a pretty good Rampage last night. Not, well, pretty good, but decent Rampage. Pretty decent SmackDown last night. With Roman and Brock in the ring and everything. The whole title for title thing. And well, that never really materialized anything, even though Roman hit a Superman punch on Brock. And then Heyman, Paul Heyman, like, oh, what the hell's going on? And then later in the night, we found out that Adam Pearce was going to name Roman's opponent at the Royal Rumble And Roman's like, doesn't matter who it is, I already ran laps around the freaking roster. And then as we saw at the end of SmackDown last night, we heard, you know, the ever-popular Shield theme. And Roman's like, that sounds familiar. And then, who should walk in but Seth freaking Rollins? So Roman's like, okay, this could be interesting. So, looks like Seth freaking Rollins, I should say, is getting a Universal title shot against Roman Reigns. I don't think he's going to win it. They're kind of still setting up Roman and Brock for either Super Showdown in February, on February I believe it's February the 17th, I think it is. I think it's on a Thursday. I think it might be on the 17th, or it's the 20th, I think. I know it's after the Super Bowl, I know that, but I don't know if it's that Thursday, February 17th, or I gotta check the date. But I think it's around the 17th or the 20th. It's in Saudi Arabia, so it's Super Showdown. I believe this is the second, or I think it's the second or third actual event, Super Showdown event in Saudi Arabia. So, they didn't do it last year, of course, and they had Crown Jewel this past November, which was Crown Jewel 3. So now I gotta do Super Showdown 3, and then probably later in November, probably later this year, probably I would say around November, I'll probably get Crown Jewel 4. And we'll see what happens with that. But I know they're going back to Saudi Arabia in February, then probably later in the year. I don't think they're going back like besides the 2 times that I know of. I don't think they're going back after that. But so it looks like they're gonna have Roman and Brock. I think they're gonna go to WrestleMania. They're gonna probably do something at WrestleMania. I would have done title for title at WrestleMania. They could still do it, which I think would be great. But I don't know how that might happen unless it's on night 2, and then one of them walks out with both belts, or they unify it, which they should. I mean, 2 brands, 1 belt. I mean, it's better than 2 brands and 2 belts, but I digress. So they could still do that, or what I think likely will happen is, as Bobby Lashley will beat Brock at the Rumble, possibly due to Roman interfering during. I don't know when that match will be. Probably before that Roman's match, which will probably end the show anyway, or the Royal Rumble ends it. I don't know, but I could see Roman costing Brock the title. Bobby Lashley will get the belt, and then in turn, Brock may cost Roman the belt, and Seth Rollins wins the Universal title, and he goes to SmackDown. Or, I don't know how that will work, but, because you can't have really Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins on the same show with 2 belts. Well, what the same, you know what I mean. With the Universal title and the WWE title on the same show, even though we saw that on SmackDown this past, last night, so. But, I can see something like that happening. Now, it depends on, but it really depends on who wins the Royal Rumble. Which I'm thinking, I was originally going to pick Bobby Lashley, but now he's facing Roman. Not facing Roman, he's facing Brock. I think he might win, so the only way that, I think Seth Rollins may lose to Roman, so the only way that Seth Rollins can go to WrestleMania, they got big plans for him, they say, I'm hearing, is if he loses to Roman earlier in the night, which I doubt, because I doubt that match is going to be early in the night. Or he does double duty, and he wins the Royal Rumble, but loses to Roman, but still gets to go to WrestleMania and face whoever the champion is of his choosing at WrestleMania 38, night 1 or night 2. Or, like I kind of mentioned last night on my review on Facebook, that they could pull a New Japan and have the winner of the Royal Rumble face the winner of what they could do, Brock versus Roman, title for title on night 1, and then night 2, the winner of that faces the Royal Rumble winner for possibly both belts. They could do that. I don't think. They may happen. Because WWE likes to steal from New Japan lately, huh? Who came up with 2 nights of Wrestle Kingdom? New Japan. Who came up with 2 nights of WrestleMania? Where did you get that idea from, Vince? New Japan. That's why Mr. Miyamoto is pissed off right now. Oh, but I made it better. I make it 3 nights of Wrestle Kingdom. Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom Night 3 was this morning. Wasn't that great, but still. Because it was New Japan versus Noah. Pretty decent match. I'll talk about that tomorrow on Facebook when I do my Wrestle Kingdom 16 Night 1, 2, and 3 review. That's gonna be a long video, but not too long. I'm not gonna make it too long. I'm not gonna go into every goddamn match like I usually do my review, go through everything. But we'll see what happens with all that on tomorrow on Facebook. But I mean, I already kind of gave out some of the results anyway. Like Okada won the first night against Shingo to become the interim IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Then on night 2, he fought Will Ospreay to become we fought Will Ospreay to determine the official IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Okada won, so now he's the official IWGP Heavyweight Champion for like the 99th time. And pretty much that was it. But I mean, Wrestle Kingdom was still pretty good, but not as good as years ago when they had a sold-out crowd at the Tokyo Dome. Even 2021 Wrestle Kingdom 15 was great, but still there weren't a lot of fans there, I don't think, because of how Japan was doing it with the pandemic. They're still doing it now. Going into 2022, they had like about 5,000-6,000 people at the Tokyo Dome, but because of the protocols and restrictions in Japan and everything. So Wrestle Kingdom was over. I think they're gonna have another event at the end of this month, and then going into February, they still got big shows coming up. Dominion, Sakura Genesis, the G1's coming up in July, I believe. I think it's G1 Climax number 30. I think it's number 30 or 31. Imagine who's gonna be in that. Probably Bryan Danielson, maybe. We'll see. I doubt Punk, but you never know. And where it could be, they could actually do the G1 in the States this year. I mean, they did kind of do it last year, and then they had the finals in Japan. So, they could do something like that again this year, but we'll see. But anyway, minus all that, because you didn't want to come hear wrestling news, I could do it on a different channel, but this is the Metal God channel, and, over the last couple of years, I haven't really talked about wrestling news. I haven't, I kind of turned it from a Ring of Honor style, well, not Ring of Honor style, Ring of Honor review channel, and then I started doing a little bit of music videos, music news, but mostly it's been tribute videos to the faithfully departed ones, like in wrestling and music and television and sports. So I've done that for like the last couple of years, but the last 3 weeks, we've lost, and counting today, 7 people. And today was the second death as officially, well, I think it was a second or third official death of 2022. To go along with Charlie Wolfcale, John Madden, Corporal Kirshner, Tiffany Hale, my childhood sweetheart from the Mickey Mouse Club, Betty White, Ed Asner, and, well, now it's number 8. I forgot about Ed Asner was number 6, because he died the same day as Betty White on New Year's Eve. And then, going into 2021, we lost Sidney Poitier yesterday. Check out my video before this video on that. And then we lost, that was like a first official one. I think that's the first official death of 2022. But today, as the title below says, on another death-related video, we lost a pretty big legend in women's wrestling back in the 80s. No, not somebody you think would be from the 80s, like Rockin' Robin or Wendy Richter or something like that. No, they're still alive, as far as I know. But today we lost Deanna Boomer, who, for those of you who grew up in the 80s, like this guy, if you remember the hit TV show Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, which was usually on Channel 11, or local syndicated channel. Well, mostly in my area was Channel 11. Glow came on during the 80s with roller games, and those of you who don't know roller games, you need to watch that shit. Because I think it came on right after Glow, or right before Glow. I think it was like on Saturdays, I think. Before the Saturday morning cartoons and all that good stuff back in the 80s. There's no cartoons now. But yeah, roller games was a great show back in the early 80s. I mean, good stuff, like roller derby meets wrestling almost. You get different points. You go up high on the ramp, and then you get points in between when you knock somebody off the track and stuff like that, or you pass somebody. No, regular roller derby type points and stuff like that. And then if there was a tie, they brought out the alligator, and the object was to send your opponent, any member of the team, into the alligator tank, where they proceeded to die. Not physically die, but you know what I mean. But that was awesome back in the 80s, if all of you remember that. Most of you don't, because you're millennial fucks that never grew up back in the 80s and never grew up at all. But it is what it is. But anyway, Deanna Boomer, who was best known to wrestling fans as Matilda The Hun, remember her? From the 80s wrestling promotion Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, which was later turned into a hit series on Netflix, which lasted I think they were supposed to do season 3, I think. Season 3 or season 4, and then the pandemic hit. I haven't heard anything since. And we all know who was on that show, Awesome Kong. She got injured on that show, that's why she retired from that show. Well, retired from wrestling. Of course, she got hurt. But still, great show, great Netflix series. I don't think it's ever going to come back for season 3 or 4. But anyway, Deanna Boomer, always known as Matilda The Hun, has passed away today at the age of 70 years old. She had been suffering from various health issues and spent a lot of time in the hospital. And sadly, she passed away today at the not so old age of 70 years old. That was a great, solid number. If you follow Back to the Future, nice round number, right there, Marty. Marty, gotta come back with me. But anyway, so she died at 70 years old. Mike Johnson of PW Insider, I'm taking this from ringsidenews.com as well, the Bible of all wrestling talk. So Mike Johnson of PW Insider reported on the death of Matilda The Hun. The California native was portrayed as a monster villain, during her run with the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, otherwise known as Glow. She stood 6'3" and was billed at 315 pounds. But she wasn't jacked, stacked, like Devon. But, if you follow the Dudley Boys back in ECW, you know what I mean. But anyway, Deanna was a legitimate collegiate wrestler at El Camino, in the back of El Camino Junior College. She spoke about her experience with wrestling on her website. I didn't even know she had a website. The boys on the wrestling team were afraid of her. Wouldn't you, if you were 6'3", 315 pounds and looked like her? I would. But anyway, not going to read too much into what she said on her website, but I'm going to read some of it. And I quote, "The grappling grabbed my mind and body. I decided to enroll in the beginning class. At first I was laughed at, and the coach told me a woman did not belong in that class. I threatened to report him to the ERA, which I think is some like the boss or something like that. He reluctantly, the coach let me join. After a few months, I started to show great promise. I started running and lifting weights and practiced countless drills. And then one day I pinned the wrestling captain. Then all the boys became afraid of me. Often they would lose because my boob would be in their face. Actually, well, my boobs, well, in their face, would throw them totally off guard. Probably had massive tits back in the day. Probably, it is what it is. Or a very embarrassing bulge in their shorts would arise. Well, isn't it what happens when you have intergender wrestling anyway? You could be facing the hottest chick in the world and you got a freaking boner the whole match. Nothing wrong with that, but I mean, it's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, I'm embarrassing. But anyway, yeah. So even with her massive tits in the guy's face and an embarrassing boner in their shorts, yeah, it would be. She would get in an illegal crotch hold. I bet. She started winning matches by default. Yeah, grabbing your dick wins you a match. That's great. But no offense. But anyway, Deanna tried with some huge name. Deanna trained with some huge names in the wrestling industry. She learned judo from the legendary Gene LaBelle. Is that the same guy that invented the LaBelle lock that Mr. Bryan Danielson uses? Probably. Mando Guerrero also trained her in pro wrestling before she joined Glow. And Matilda The Hun is fondly remembered as one of the many colorful characters in the promotion. And may she rest in peace. She had a lot of great matches in Glow. Most notably, her matches with Mount Fiji. Remember her? I think she's dead too, I believe. But yeah, her and Mount Fiji went to wars in Glow. But still, yeah, Deanna Boomer, otherwise known as Matilda The Hun, has passed away at the age of 70, due to, well, they didn't say the official cause of death, but she did, have various health issues. I don't know, drug-related, or substance abuse-related, or maybe it was just another heart attack, I don't know. But still, somebody, another wrestler I kind of grew up with back in the 80s as a little bitty hoaxer dude, watching Glow religiously during the weekends with them, Sally, what was her name? Sally the farmer's daughter, Mount Fiji, the Russian chick, I forgot her name. I think it was Nikita, the Russian, and many others on Glow back in the 80s and everything, on Channel 11 and everything. But she passed away at the age of 70. She was also on Married with Children for a couple here and there, a couple episodes. She did have a picture on her, I think it was on Warriors of Wrestling's Facebook page. I forgot what it was. No, it was on my good buddy Big Ray from the formerly of the Can-Am Wrestling podcast, but now he has his own podcast, the Hammond, whatever it is, podcast. I'm sorry, Big Ray, if you're watching this, but it is what it is. So yeah, Big Ray put up on his Instagram pictures of Matilda The Hun in Glow, and she had a picture with Ed O'Neill, who played Al Bundy on Married with Children. She also, I think she did like a wrestling match, or she was just on the show doing various stuff. But funny as fuck. But still, she had a pretty, not a great wrestling career, but, she was one of the prominent members of Glow, along with Mount Fiji and Nikita and Sally the farmer's daughter, and some other people on Glow. And they never had somebody like that on the new version of Glow with the Netflix series. They didn't have anybody like that, but still. But they did have a Mount Fiji-like character who, I think, was trained by, I think it was, we saw Tyrus on that show. We all know Tyrus, who is, Mr. Funkadactyl guy himself. And then we had another, we had a lot of wrestlers on that show that we all know and love. I forgot the other person that was with Tyrus. I forgot who it was, but in any event, I would have loved to have a Matilda the Hun type character on the new version of Glow, but never had that. Even if you would have said Awesome Kong's character, Welfare Queen could be somebody like Matilda the Hun, but still, it is what it is. But anyway, I want to pay my respects and my heartfelt tribute to Matilda the Hun, to Deanna Boomer, and as I always do on my, usually do on my Rest in Peace videos, I want to take a ceremonial toast of Pepsi, and toast to Deanna Boomer, rest in peace, Matilda the Hun. You'll be missed, and you're in that women's wrestling ring in the sky with probably Mount Fiji and all those other women's wrestlers like Fabulous Moolah, Miss Elizabeth. Well, she wasn't a wrestler, but still, she was with Miss Elizabeth, Fabulous Moolah, Mae Young, and all the other women's wrestlers who have gone on before us, well, before her, well, you know what I mean, before us and everything. So, to Deanna Boomer, I pay my respects, my thoughts and prayers go out to her family, but to Matilda the Hun, rest in peace, and kick ass in the gorgeous ladies of heaven, I guess you can call it. It is what it is. But anyway, rest in peace. Cheers. And that's pretty much it. Alright, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Leave me your thoughts and opinions down below. Any memories of Matilda the Hun? Any memories of Glow back in the 80s? And, that's all I gotta say about that. Leave me your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. And, continue to smash that like button to death. All you other people, I know you're gonna leave a dislike anyway because you love me. You really love me. And you have no fucking soul. Or a goddamn heart because it's black. Damn it! But in any event, still, leave your thoughts and opinions down below. Hit that like button, smash it to death. And for all you other people that want to dislike the video, well, fuck you. And when you die, may God bury your soul. And that's all I gotta say about that. And, that's it. So, thank you all for watching. Battle of the Belts has just started 3 minutes ago, so I'm gonna get to watch that on my TV screen. I'm gonna go to J-Man's live reaction in just a bit. As I upload this, I will go on the his stream on YouTube. So check out J-Man, Brandon Martin, and the rest of the crew on the J-Man's Legit channel. Or it might be on Brandon Martin's channel, I'm not sure. But anyway, I will be going on there in a little bit. And then we'll see what the rest of the night brings to us. On Battle of the Belts tonight, we got Dustin Rhodes defending against Sammy Guevara for the Interim TNT Championship. We got Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby, taking on Rio for the AEW Women's Championship. I think there's 2 other matches on that card, because it's a 1-hour show. It's basically Rampage Part 2. But it's just a, named Battle of the Belts. So, just one of the first of the big 4 shows they're going to have on TNT. We'll probably see one sometime in the spring. Definitely one in the summer, and probably one near the end of the year on TNT. And we'll see what happens with that. What the rating might be. Well, for Rampage and SmackDown, and for Battle of the Belts, probably all come out tomorrow or Monday. But we'll see what happens with that. So, that's all I gotta say about that. So, I will be doing a Battle of the Belts review on Facebook, probably around 10, maybe 11 o'clock. So, if you follow me on Facebook, then you know where to go. If not, well, too bad! And that's all I gotta say about that. So, thank you all for watching. If there's any other deaths this month or going into February, I'll do another video. But really, I'm still kind of on my break. But I had to come back to do another video, another death video. That's basically all I'm gonna be doing right now. I'm not gonna do reviews or streams or anything like that until March. So I'm gonna go back to what I've been doing, going kind of floating around YouTube here and there, but not really doing videos. And if you don't like it, too bad. So I need a break. I need to focus on my jobby job, which is going to get really busy this month and going into next month. And then going into next month and March. So when I do come back, I won't be on as much as I used to be. So I'm going to focus on my job and not focus on fucking YouTube and mindless fucking douchebags that can't shut the fuck up. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, thank you all for watching. Leave your comments down below. Hit that subscribe button down below. And subscribe to my other channels as well. Follow me on social media. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the net. And don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all notifications. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go watch Battle of the Belts. And I'll see you guys on Facebook Live later tonight. As far as YouTube, well, until next time, because there will be a next time, we just don't know when. But until next time, motherfuckers, I'm Peter Gilmore saying, peace out, rock on, and rock hard with you, Cocoot! And among other things. And if you're not down with that, the prophecy, we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace, bitches!